Hey guys, it's me, my face, and it's only been about 4 months this time. Today's happy dance is brought to us by Stop and Shop brand Peach and Pear Soda. It's not even soda, it's flavored seltzer water. Stay hydrated and stuff. If you're new here, my name is Andrea, and this is a channel supposedly about cross-stitch. Occasionally, I actually talk about stuff. If you're a returning visitor, you know I'm a little haphazard. Thanks for coming back. I may have been away for a while again, but at least I've been stitching during that time. I've been stitching, starting, finishing, designing. I'm going to show you all the things. I am. Let's just kick into it. First thing I'm going to talk about is Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. This is from Carriage House Needleworks. And guys, this pattern is no joke. I managed to finish this whole block since we last spoke. And 97% of this block. Do you see this little chunk of white right here? That's all I need to fill in. It was 1 o'clock in the morning last night. I just was done. I had done nothing but stitch that black all night. I was done. I will finish it the next time. You will see a finish in that block the next time we speak, which hopefully will not be 4 months from now. Oh, itchy nose. I know that more than a few people have changed out this guy. And I kind of thought about it, but realized that going and finding that conversion and implementing it in the whole thing was going to take energy I did not have. So I went ahead and did it as charted, and I think he's cute. I know he looks a little silly. I think he's cute. But yeah, other than that, these went, I don't want to say they went fast, because they did not go fast. But these particular blocks had a lot of fill in. This and the, I don't think, oh yeah, you can still see it, the water block up there. So it was at least easy to put on a show. I'm rewatching the X-Files. Because many years ago I gave up on the X-Files because, come on, we know, there was some places. I think I am beyond those places now and back into rational episodes. That's fine. Drive by very loudly. So this has been good to stitch while watching that because I can just do the fill-in. The next thing I'm going to show you is Templar Prophecy. This is from Long Dog Samplers. And I did a fair amount, but you can't tell. The last time we were here, there was less of this done, and I think less of these middle areas done. So let me see if I can see what you see. So yeah. So last time I was here, I talked about how get your big projects out of the Q-snaps and get them off the scroll frames and look at them and interact with them and work with them in a hoop if you have to just keep yourself moving on it. I said that. I find myself fighting with the fabric, and it was like fun for a minute, and now it's just, I need to finish this thing. I just need to finish it. I mean, I know I got a whole half of a thing left. I don't care. I gotta finish this thing. Then maybe I can go back to Death by Cross Stitch. Remember that? We never finished that. But yeah, I have to find a way. Maybe a square hoop will make me happier. Everybody says as long as you don't leave your project in a hoop, no matter what the hoop, you won't get those permanent marks. I feel like I'm getting permanent marks. I tend to use the tension hoops with the, the little grabby, you know what I'm talking about. And I feel like they are aggressive. They hold very tight. I love the tension. but I feel like I am literally just chewing my stitches and my fabric. I have square hoops, you know, with the little screw top. So maybe I would like those better. I don't know. We'll find out. Hopefully I will have done something discernible the next time we speak. The next thing I'm going to show you is a new start. This is actually, I think it is my first Blackbird designs. There may have been a freebie or a small somewhere along the way, but this is my first like real grown-up pattern. Many weeks ago when I started it, I put a post up on Instagram with, you know, just a little block of it. And I said, you know, it's my first Blackbird. Guess which one it is? Nobody guessed. None of you guessed. You did not even try. I see you. You did not try. So I'm going to show you it now. This is Midnight Watch. Yeah, you heard me. And it is so good. I am doing this on, I think, 20 count vintage country mocha. The thing on the side is telling you the truth. You know I will lie to you. The thing on the side will tell you the truth. I believe this is all the called for. If I maybe swapped out one for something, I don't know what it was. You're sitting there saying, Andrea, I can't see the moon. It's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. I can see the moon. That's what makes the difference. But yeah, that moon, that cat, I still got a whole alphabet to go down there. I have, much to my shame, just started watching New Hampshire Stitcher. That sounds like a person. That sounds like a real name. And she just finished this. And it looks so good. I want to finish this. This is going to be frame worthy. It's a Blackbird. I will also point out that the frame I'm using that you can't see because I'm going to show you my back is one of those very fancy Nerge. I got it on Amazon. And I like it. I got decent tension and it gives me a big field to work in, but it's really light. I think my Q-snap is heavier than this thing, and this thing is, I like this. I may get another one. In fact, shameless plug, it'll be down in my my Amazon store. Should you feel like buying one for yourself. I gotta get my 37 cents somehow. But yeah, I am so happy working on this that sometimes I have to stop myself and say you need to work on something else because you just can't pick it up for one more day. I'm gonna work on it tonight. Okay, I have a lot here. Some of these finishes are more interesting than others. To me, I'm sure none of this is earth-shattering to all of you, but you are watching my video, so absolutely no need to do that. This is, I actually have notes. This is Welcome October from With Thy Needle and Thread. And I just did this on a little scrap of Ren Ada. I think this is the other end of Rolodex Sampler is, I think, where this fabric came from. The count and whatnot, probably over on the side there. I don't know. None of the called for, and probably not colors that I would pick again. It did not do a great job picking the colors on this, mostly because like the greens and the browns, there's at least 4 colors in there, but you can't tell. So, but it's done and it looks good. It looks fine. It's not going to get a frame. It's not. But it will go in the bin, the finish bin, which I think I have hit capacity on. It's fine. I'm just filming. It's fine. So I think I need to graduate the finish box to an under the bed box. Or I need to finish some things. Let's see which I pick. My next finish is the 2017 Prairie Schooler Santa. I don't have to hype him. I don't have to hype him. Look at that. It's Prairie Schooler. It's a Santa. He's on 40 count. He's adorable. There's a polar bear. What else could you be looking for? I am enjoying my choice of doing all of the Santas. I don't have all of the Santas. I do have 2 more that I got, maybe 3 more. I think I was ordering something from 123 and couldn't justify the shipping. So so I got a few more. So they are ready to be started. What I think I need to do is I've decided I want to do them all on 40 count. But I don't necessarily want to do them all in the same 40 count. I think they would look neat however I choose to finish them if they're on different color fabrics, but the same size. So I was thinking of either finding some of my 40 count scraps and see what I can pull together to make, I think I need 8x8 or 6x6 for all of them, and do it that way. Or I keep hearing about this Lakeside Linens like sample pack that you can get like one place. The only person I've heard mention it is Michelle Bendy Stitchy, and she definitely said where it is. So it's just me not remembering. But they're all little like ornament cuts of all of different fabrics, and I looked at the price and I was like, ugh. But maybe I don't feel that way right now. Because they're going to get used. Because I'm going to do all these Santas. Assuming they're the 40 count. I don't know. Stay tuned. We'll find out. The next finish I have for you is such a thing. This is going to be frame worthy. It's Heaven and Nature Sing. And it's done. It is done. That animal is done. That animal is a beast. I swapped out many to all colors because I think I just didn't want to wait to start it. So naturally that red is Cherry Cobbler, and I want to say I did the deer in mostly cocoa. And I think it looks good. I mean, it looks good. But on the original pattern, it's a lot darker. And I think I would have liked it darker. Can't imagine why. But I think this is not just like get it framed, but this is find a place for it and don't take it down. It'll be there for Christmas. It'll be ready for us. That's all. I changed out the year on the little mailbox thing. It was like some random 1840 something. So I put the year there. I made some other changes. Like this basket, for whatever reason, was supposed to be red, and the red basket with the red berries, it was a lot. So I changed that out to brown. I think I may have changed out the urn color, something like that. I don't know. I did things, and you know what? It didn't come out bad. I need to stop. Obviously, I need to stop. I need to, nobody needs to see the anatomy of my stitches. I have to tell myself that. Because when people hold their stuff up, and I'm always like, oh my God, their coverage. Look at the coverage. How come I don't get that coverage? I do get that coverage, but I have to hold it here. Nobody's going to be on top of it. And if they are, screw them. You didn't see that coming, did you? My last 2 little start and finishes are actually just things that I designed and wanted to do, and one of them has ended up in the Etsy store. Fun fact, I have an Etsy store. The first thing, this is not in the Etsy yet, but I'm going to do kind of a better version of it. But I got it in my head that I wanted to make these wee little 1/1 kitties, and so I did. And look at Andrea, just hold it at a reasonable place. I mean, look at them with the little, he's a little tuxy guy. And there is a little gray and white guy up here that looks like my Soxy. And yeah, I'm losing it. This little gray one looks like my Dante. And yep, that's a mouse in there. What's he doing in there? Taking his life in his hands. Something like that. But so I did that. Now I was working on this and I was putting up pictures on Instagram of it with a quarter next to it to show how wee they are. And then Arlene Cohen showed up because of course she did, because she's brilliant. And she's doing 1/1 on like silk gauze or something. And so she's got hers next to a penny. Deflated me a little bit. Did make me want to try smaller fabric, but that's beside the point. Deflated me a little. It's fine, I'm back. It's fine. The other one that I designed and stitched and finished is just, I was inspired to do like another little grid. So I did little stars with a little cauldron, a little kitty, and a moon. And I thought this would be cute. Like, I like when I get a pattern that doesn't dictate the colors as much. So you could totally do that all black. You could do that all black with a silver moon. You could do, if you have an orange kitty, do an orange kitty. Is Jam the orange kitty? I think Jam is there. You could make that Jam. You could totally do that. You could change the order of them. You could put them in different places. You could just do the middle squares. People, this thing has options. I'm giving you options. It's in the Etsy store. You have to lose. I did this, by the way, in Silks for You black silk. Do you know how long I have had this hank of black silk? I bought it for one project 4 years ago. It's a hank. I will never be done with this. It's beautiful. It's amazing. I love stitching with it. I will never be done with this. They're going to bury me with it. It'd be ridiculous. They're not going to bury me. They're going to burn me. They're going to burn me. Yeah. The last little fully finished things, you've been seeing kind of behind me here. I got it in my head that I could lace and do things. I got it in my head. I don't know where that came from, but here we are. I finally got Together We Stand. Together We Stand. That's Teresa Kogut. Andrea, you can do it. I know you can. Okay, Teresa Kogut. I'm not taking these down because to get them up there, I hurt myself. So I'm not going to do that again. So I got that in one of those oval shaped, like rubbery kind of hoops. And then I just kind of laced down the stray bits in the back. I mean, it looks like it's god awful in the back, but nobody's going to see that. What else? I laced, this is the Barbara Anna Alley Quartet, the little cats, the ones I had to start twice. So I have those up, and here is, I wrote it down. I know I did. Or I did not. One of those things. I want to say this is Sub Rosa, Autumn Garden. I think I'm right. That's unusual. And this kind of goes back to the holding things further away. I'm never really happy with coverage and things like, because I want it to look like crayon. I want it to look like somebody drew my project. And when I sit over there and I see this here, that's what that looks like. And that sparks joy. I have a few others that I managed. This I actually, because I was thinking, everybody has these like shop models and you know, models stitched of their things in their Etsy stores. And I've never actually like well finished anything. I have this on a canvas. It's not great. So I laced Whistle Past All the Graveyards. And look, I mean, you guys, I did that. I did that and nobody got hurt. I also did I want to say this is some sort of harvest time, autumn harvest. I think it's also a sub rosa. I could be actually correct about that. So I laced it. Look at it. Look at it. Dollar store. The skinny canvases, not the fat ones that look like an artist canvas, but the skinny little ones. These are great. They're kind of standard sizes, so if I wanted to put this in a frame, it would probably fit. Or at the very least, it would fit like on the front of the frame rather than poking it in the back. I don't know. I'm just getting here, okay? And then the last one I did not actually lace this or anything, but this is, remember this kitty that I was going to put in the poof and then not put in the poof, and then I bought the poof. I don't know what happened to the poof. So I just put him in a frame. And I literally just, I mean, this is how I do things. But you don't know that when you walk down my hallway and you see him. I don't know if he'll live there forever. And that's kind of my fear with framing and mounting and whatnot and finishing is with this, I can say he may not live here forever. I may put him in something else. I may move him. I might do, can't do that once you've cut the fabric. I hate cutting the fabric. It scares me. Hydrate. Please hydrate. Nobody needs me passing out up here. It is legitimately the worst possible weather in the universe right now in Massachusetts, which is completely untrue. Texas has far worse things going on, but right now it's like 70s and rainy, but not quite rainy. It's just rainy enough to make the hair that I paid good money for to be straightened yesterday is starting to rebel. It's that thing. It's weird. Like everything feels sticky until you touch it. You know what I'm saying? Like I will say like my face. Oh my God, my face must be so sticky. And I'll go like this. I'm like, you're not. You're absolutely not sticky. But it feels sticky. It feels gross and I want it to stop. That is about all I have to show. I don't have any significant haul. I think really the Nerge hoop. I did buy some fabric, but I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. And it's way over there, and they're neutrals. You can picture them. You can picture the neutrals. It's fine. Why did I get those? Because I have a design that I need to stitch up to. It's like a proof of concept because it looks awful in my software. But as a rule, if it looks good in my software, it looks terrible when I try to stitch it. So I'm hoping, I think it's WinStitch. I have PC Stitch and WinStitch, and I'm pretty sure it's WinStitch that I keep using. And they have, preset colors for DMCs and everything else. But those colors are not necessarily what it's really going to look like when you stitch it, because you can't do that on a computer screen. So a lot of times I will design something and I will get all the colors that it says I'm using, and then I go to stitch it and I say, this is an abomination. Why is this orange doing this? And it's because those aren't real colors. And what I need to do is define a palette first, then go to the software and say, okay, make the reds cherry cobbler, because that's the only red you need. It's cherry cobbler. Vanna told me that, and I trust her. So I did that this time. I found a palette of colors that I want to use for this particular thing, but it looks awful when you put it in the software with those color numbers. Am I making sense? Am I making sense? If I'm not, don't tell me. Just let me go. So yeah, so I want to stitch that up because it's kind of proud of it, just because it's sort of fun. I also have 1, 2, 3, at least 3 others that are like ready models that need to be stitched so I can put things in the Etsy store. Because even though some of these are, I think I actually do still have at least one in the store that doesn't have a stitched image. It's only the digital ones. I want to avoid that. Some of these simple ones, like, you know, like this really could have been just a digital thing. I did not need to stitch it up for the store, but I wanted to because I want to present it well. If I had the focus, I might have stitched it in 2 or 3 different colorways just to show a variation. I did not do that. What I might do maybe is put the digital images up in different colorways. I don't know. I don't need to decide that today. Henry, hydrate. That's better. So yeah, I've been okay lately. You know, better than I usually am. And I don't know if I got into this in the last video or if it's happened. Either way, I am now taking Wellbutrin rather than I had been on Prozac. Backpack. And I think I like this better. It doesn't make me feel weird. I mean, there was in the first couple of weeks, you know, you got to get used to things, and then they adjusted the dosage up again. So you have to kind of go through that period again. But after that, other than having some very intense dreams, which are not unpleasant, they're just very vivid. The only other side effect has been that I am losing weight without really trying. Because while I'm still trying to kind of stick to the Weight Watchers thing, and I try to keep track of my points, and I'm saying try a lot, I have been not good. I have more than once in weeks said to myself, you deserve a treat. I ordered candy off the internet. I ordered malted milk eggs. I know. If you're going to order candy off the internet so that you can be bad, why not Godiva? Because I didn't want Godiva. I want malted milk eggs. And there's no redeeming qualities other than the fact that they make me happy. So yeah, so I have continued to lose weight without really trying. Thank you, Wellbutrin. It has made me feel everything is a little less dire. Everything is a little less traumatic. And I don't know if that's good or bad, that I'm kind of just more able to accept terrible things. You know, I'm able to just sort of let some things go that weren't helping. It wasn't going to make anything any better. So I had to just kind of let some things go. I now have replaced with new things that could be very good. I am currently attempting to move my stitching space and my crafting area out into other areas of the home, which I have not done up until now. In fact, a lot of these things that I'm finishing up are going out into the home. And there was no good reason for me not to do that prior. I'm just getting around to it now. I think that is about it for me. I do not plan for it to be several months before I make another video. I can almost guarantee it won't be next week. I would like to see myself get back to at least monthly, so that maybe I could get back to every 2 weeks. And then who knows, maybe if I can make reasonable progress at a reasonable rate, I could go back to every week. I think I might need more Wellbutrin for that. But we'll see. As always, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and even your dislikes. And thank you for your comments. They mean everything, and I know that I am not good at responding to them, but I hope you know that I read them all and I ingest them all. And especially the ones that have told me you know, recently and far back, that I just need to, I'm okay. This is going to be okay. Thank you. See you soon.